Good morning, YouTube. Hoosier Piper, aka Mark, coming at you. Weather has really warmed up, and I'm checking buckets. Um, right now, in my garage, I have about, I want to say, between 8 and 9 gallons of sap. And so I want to see what this warm weather, what the quantity of sap is that I've got coming from these trees. I've got 7 taps out. I could put a lot more. I could get easily 2 more buckets on this tree, but we'll see what we get today and then make that decision. So taking you along for the ride just to kind of see what kind of sap we get from all these buckets today. We'll see what we end up with at the end. So this is why I do my sap the way that I do it. I've got a tube running into a bucket really tight through the lid. You can kind of see the dirt and stuff that's falling off the tree. Typically what I'll do, I'll just tip this, get as much of that water off of there, because sap is a lot of water anyways. I don't want to add to the water content in my bucket, but kind of get that cleaned off. That keeps me from doing a lot of work later on when I'm getting ready to boil. I don't have to, filter through all the sap through like a cheesecloth or something like that, or a strainer, when I'm getting ready to boil. Bucket number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Final tap today. Almost 5 gallons exactly. Awesome. Alright, I know the lighting's kind of bad. These 2 buckets are completely full, so there's 10 gallons, and this is about half full. About 12.5 gallons of sap, and I almost, let's see, so that's about almost double what I had prior. Not quite. Maybe I added about another 2/3. Pretty excited about that. Not bad for a few days. Sap's really running right now. So this bucket, the one that I just filled up today, 5 gallons of sap. That was from about 7:30 last night to about 9 o'clock this morning. So 5 gallons of sap collected. I'm pretty pleased with that. So it's a really kind of a rainy day today. It's supposed to be up in the 40s, I think, mid 40s. Tomorrow's supposed to get up in the 60s, which worries me a little bit because sap will spoil. If your milk will spoil sitting outside, so will your sap. So you kind of use that I use that as a guide for how I need to keep my sap. Got a lot of comments on some videos. I'm no professional on this. I live in town. I live right off a state highway. I'm simply doing something that I like. It's like a hobby, and it gets me out of the house at late winter and gets me really anticipating spring. This is very, very simple to do. You can get as involved in this as you would like. I mean, there's people who have what's called sugar shacks. They've got evaporators, they've got all the equipment. I'm just doing it kind of old school, my way. I'm not selling it, so it's not going to be as high of a quality as what you'll get in maybe from the Northeast, up in your grocery stores or whatever, your specialty shops. But my syrup is really tasty. I mean, it's maple syrup, so you can't really mess this up. If you do everything correctly, you're not going to harm your trees, which is the resource you want to obviously keep. and you're not going to mess it up. So, you know, I would encourage people who have access to maple trees. I mean, maple trees are everywhere. Just give it a go. You know, it's something that the kids enjoy. You know, I'll have a video where I boil it down and then finish it off inside. But you know, it's just it's a family-friendly hobby that you can do, that your family will benefit from for months and months and months. So it's been 2 seasons since I last did sap and made my own syrup, and I still have syrup in my storage. So I've got about a half a quart left. So that's, I mean, it lasts a long, long time. The conversion of sap to syrup is just over 40 gallons of sap boiled down will make about 1 gallon of syrup. So I've got about 12.5 gallons. You know, I don't know how, I can't do the math that quickly in my head to tell you how much I have there, but you know, I'm approaching that half gallon of syrup mark. I'll probably have that easily by the end of the week, especially if the temperatures stay like they are. And you know, so it's just, you know, put a little bit of effort in, and I've got something that my family really enjoys. And I appreciate all the comments on the videos. I'm glad you guys are asking questions. Again, you know, disclaimer, I'm not a professional maple sap and syrup producer. I just kind of, you know, actually I got into this from a buddy of mine who showed me what he was doing, and I just thought, you know what, I can do this. I've got a lot of maple trees on my lot here. I've got 6 or 7 of them, and I don't even have them all tapped to capacity. So it's just something I enjoy doing, and I don't mind sharing it with you guys. So until next time, who's your piper?